FM, the sound of Lagos, and it's time for Mainland Focus. This is the part where you get to be a part of the conversation. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can join the conversation as the show progresses. Just drop your comments or your submission on the live chat section of both platforms. Would appreciate that at Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know what's going on, but it's fine. I'll get into that. The focus for this morning, we are taking out the front pages of the Guardian newspaper, and that's as regards the economic team that has been set up, and also the Edo Rivers power game. It is quite interesting what's been going on in both states, all right, in recent times, and it all has to do with either a former governor or an about to be former governor, and it's just all interesting what's going on in those two places. But let's kick things off first and foremost with the 2 trillion naira economic revival scheme and the setup of the scheme. You know, this people were put together sometime in February or April or so, or thereabout, and now they have just been inaugurated, just months after they were months after the council was established. So the federal government has presented the outcome of its review of the accelerated stabilization and advancement plan, which seeks to inject 2 trillion naira into the economy in the next 6 months. And the president said his administration is determined to, in the next few months, increase crude oil production to 2 million barrels per day and generate more.
How would the 2 million barrels come?
That's why Mr. Melekiari declared war on oil production.
Okay, so it's still part of the war.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the administration, so he's working with the vision.
So this is in line with the declaration of war. Okay, that's fine.
All right. Well, the president has said, he's determined to increase crude oil production to 2 million barrels per day and also generate more electricity for Nigerians, as he has described Nigeria's current power generation and crude oil production as shameful. So, when was said when he inaugurated the 31-member Presidential Economic Coordination Council. The committee comprises himself, the Vice President Kashim Shettima, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, the Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Governor Abdulrazak Abdulrahman of Kwara State, the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Yemi Cardoso. Those are from the government
angle, side.
Yes. From the organized private sector, we have Chairman of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, UBA Chairman, Mr. Tony ELUMELU, BUA Founder, Abdul Samad Rabiu, among others, who would serve on the council for 1 year. So, the President has told the private sector players that as a nation, it is just shameful that we have about 4.5 gigawatts. We must increase our oil production, remove all barriers hindering investment into the sector to enhance competitiveness. We have a challenge thrown at us, and we have to be very, very careful. The government has blamed challenges such as pipeline vandalism, oil theft, operational inefficiencies for the persistent shortfall, and la-di-da. So what do you make of this economic team by the federal government? And do you see hopes ahead and way out of economic issues, especially since, the chairman of the committee, Aliko Dangote, has been someone who has been crying out as regards the business environment in recent times, especially, with issues or as regards the NPR and the fact that 30% interest rate cannot make businesses thrive in this environment. So
maybe we'll tell them at the council, and maybe most likely they'll listen to him.
Since they are together,
and Cardoso is also in that team, so
since they are together now,
maybe we'll just call Cardoso, drag him by the cloth, and say, "Look, you are killing businesses with your policies.
So stop it."
And so maybe they'll listen to him.
You now stop it,
and they will stop it.
Yes.
Or maybe just go to the president and sit with him, face him one-on-one. Get the boss to tell him.
Since the Senate president has called him
of the oil sector.
Do you see hope ahead and a way out of our economic issues with the formation of this What's that?
Presidential
Coordination Council. Yes, the Economic Coordination Council.
Yeah.
What about this 2 trillion naira intervention in the 4 key areas? Because the major focus is actually on agriculture, but then the package includes 350 billion for health and social welfare.
Now, you know that social welfare, you know what it means?
It's back to Edu.
Okay, you know what that social welfare means?
Back to Edu.
Sharing of money. But just go on.
500 billion for agriculture and food security.
How?
500 billion for energy and power sector.
How?
650 billion for general business
support.
650 billion for general business support.
What does that mean?
They will give business owners money.
Which businesses particularly? All right.
Yes, yes. That's the breakdown of the 2 trillion naira intervention in the 4 key areas, and that's how the package is going to go. All right. Although the focus is on country's agricultural production to ensure food security, but 650 billion naira is going for general business support. To whom, for whom, how whom?
We don't know.
We don't know yet. That's just what
we will know.
So let's have a conversation as regards that. The second focal point is parties kick as court delivers upset in Edo Rivers power game. What do you make of these court judgments and the political power play in Edo and Rivers states? It's a lot to unpack actually from that particular report, but let me just quickly give us the highlights. Federal High Court has nullified Edo PDP Guba primaries. The appeal court the Rivers State Appeal Court, or the Appeal Court, has voided an order removing Amaiwole and 24 lawmakers, saying that you can't remove them. However, it didn't say anything as regards if they are still members of the PDP or if they are truly defected to APC. And Ighodalo remains PDP Guba candidate. The party insists, and they are moving ahead with Aso Ighodalo. The APC the APC has urged Ighodalo to withdraw and support Monday Okpebholo. We also have Chukwuemeka, pro-Wike victory dance display of ignorance and is premature. We also have here G60 federal lawmakers say sacked Rivers Assembly members remain out. We also have the NDC, Rivers judgment marks low point in Nigeria's democracy. PDP should expel Wike for seeking to destroy parties, says DG Adeyanju. What do you make of these court judgments and the political power play that's in place in these 2 states? I'll start with you, Fuad, very quickly. Yeah,
this is Friday, so we don't have the luxury of 9:45. So
yeah.
Again, let's just keep hope alive, Sandra. I want to be a bit hopeful and optimistic this morning that this economic council that has now been inaugurated, 31-man council, would turn things around, for this government when it comes to the economic policies. Even though I have my doubts, I see a lot of these things are just laudable ideas in the books. When it comes to implementation, we may eventually falter, because again, I'm not one of the people that believe that you have to throw monies at a problem, Sandra. You don't throw monies at problems. You throw ideas and commitments at problems. Commitment to solving the problem. Monies can now come, but when you throw monies at it without the needed commitment, Sandra, you're wasting time. And that's why there's still a lot of house as to how some of these monies, 2 trillion, yes, we've spread it across 4 key areas, but when it comes to implementation, Sandra, and with our corruption index, my worry. So again, let's see what happens. The government has 4 years, even though we know that governance really is about 2 years. 25% of the lifetime of this government for the first 4 years has gone. Second year is running, Sandra, and it's running very fast. June has gone, May, June, and July. So, but let's see what happens maybe in the next 12 months. Let's see whether they're going to be able to turn things around. To do, we'll wait to see whether they're going to be able to turn things around, and we'll see what the 2 trillion will do really in these 4 key areas. So I just want to keep hope alive and get a bit optimistic about what the government is doing here. Now, on the issue of all of these court judgments, I've said it earlier, Deji Adeyanju is predicting that the PDP will not be able to produce a candidate if they allow Wike to remain in the party. I'm saying